Yo, what's going on? Oh god. Oh, hiccup. Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Hurricane Productions here. Um, and this is continuing the hockey themed stuff. With a bonus as well. And you guys have seen two of these things already. Let me move up here so I can reach these things. This is going to be my hockey figure collection. I had mentioned some of the ones that I had in my hockey book collection. I'd also shown my Sam Gagner and my Bobby Orr figures. And I'll start off with them in this video, I guess, considering they're just right here. So you guys saw this in my last video as the bonus because of the long reading session. Sam Gagner, if you haven't seen that video. And then my Bobby Orr non-variant, but a lot of the guys I get from someone I not know personally, but I know who owns a store really is willing to give you deals, and this isn't variant, so I got it for like $30-$40 or something. Well, that's what a lot of my figures I got for was like $30-$40. My hockey ones, at least. A couple of them I don't remember the price. Like my Gagne was like the first figure I'd ever gotten. I was a kid when I had gotten it. So let's start off with one of my most recent ones in this bin. Yes, you were seeing this right. It is sun-worn, unfortunately. Do not need to see the price, because it is not what I bought it for. I got it for half off of the full price. I got it for like $40 plus I was getting another figure at the time, a Martin Brodeur. This is Chase variant, so which is really awesome. Yeah. Not much of a story behind this one. It's that Patrick Waugh is one of my favorite all-time goalies, other than Grant Fuhr, and that what's the word? It was very hard to get my hands on one of these without needing to be on, or without trying to find one online. So, yeah. And then, ooh, careful here. And here is another one of my original McFarlane figures, Guy Lafleur. Unfortunately, I got it at a different place. I had actually got it at a place over on the West End instead of the northish West End. Two different places that I got most of my figures from. I'm not going to say where I got them from, but this is the Quebec Nordiques Guy Lafleur. Unfortunately, they didn't have a Montreal one, but it was $15, and I was like, who could say no to a $15 Guy Lafleur figure? Well, more than you think, actually. Now to one of my non-McFarlane figures. This is one of the actual new figures, the Imports Dragons, right? Imports Dragons figures. This is the first one I had actually gotten from this brand. It's probably my most dustiest of all of them. Max Pacioretty. He doesn't play for Montreal, as most of you know. It's a well-known fact that he doesn't play for Montreal now. So, can you not do that right now, cat? Oh my goodness. But anyways, ignore her. She just wants outsider food. Yeah, this is The first dragon imports dragon figures. Yeah, I think she got into my room. I'm gonna listen for a second. Because I do not let animals inside of my room unless it's my mother's dog, because he doesn't really get the meaning of no animals in my room. I believe this is the second. I got this with one other figure. I got this one, who he is. Ugh. He is another one of my favorite players, Nathan McKinnon. The man, the myth, the legend. Ugh, it's dusty here now. This is like the second ones that I got. The second and third are the next two you're seeing. Hair in my mouth. Anyways, that's really it for this one. Dragon imports, all that. Now for one of the more somewhat famous players. Oh my goodness, my max patch ready is on like one little thing for its stand. You stay there. This is all it has to stand on right here, so it falls over really easily. Anyways, Ed Belfour, Eddie the Eagle, if I am correct. Yeah. I probably shouldn't be doing that, but it's probably best that I do so they don't get ruined from the dust. Anyways, I would, if I were to guess, on the size of my figures, I don't have the, I might have the biggest, one of the biggest collections in, my area. Well, my area of not where I live, but like or the thing I live in. Never mind, some of you guys probably know anyways. Alberta, but I'm not saying what city. My grandfather will freak out. Anyways, remember last video how I had said that my grandfather had a favorite and it was a Toronto Maple Leaf? Well, here's that favorite right here, and he was very happy when I had bought this. I could feel it in my soul. I bet you he's smiling right now about this. And Frank Mahovlich, and I bought this because of him. Because of my grandfather. A while ago, back in 2008. But also he happens to be a great player and one of my favorites as well. Surprisingly enough, other than like Wendell Clark and Doug Gilmour and Lanny McDonald, though he was better on the Flames, unfortunately. And Daryl Sittler and all those guys, but I don't have any of those guys yet. This is one of the only Maple Leafs that I have, so one of the very few at least. And then I don't have Gordie Howe yet, as much as I would like one, but I do, however, have the Great One in McFarlane form. After this, there's just a couple extra things. One is a photo and a old special figure that I got second-handed. This I got at West Edmonton Mall, actually. So, boom, baby. Yes, the Great One in my hands. And it's not the only one you'll be seeing. Because, unfortunately, the wrapping has been torn a bit. But, boom, baby. Yeah, that's right. I have a McDavid and Gretzky frame. I got it from Costco. Legacy Collection is what this is from. I got it for like $35. It's not bad of a price. So, It's actually kind of decent considering how much I've found this photo for online. So I'm like, no, I'm not buying something for like $100 or $1,000 or something where I could get it for like $35. So this I got for like $4 or $5. Boom. Yes, you're seeing this right. For those of you who remember, these were actually from before I was born. 1998 is when these were released. I was born in 2000. Yes, I'm a millennial, or whatever you would call it. But yes, yes, I had got this at a Value Village, if I'm correct. Here's my cat. But anyways, yes, this is probably one of the most valuable figures that I have here in my collection. So I gotta be very careful with that one specifically. It's already in pretty rough conditions, so this video is going to be shorter than the book video because that one had a very long reading session. We got this thing up here. You guys can look at my lovely cat while she is in the background. Oh, I guess not. So I can get to the second bin. Oh, there she is. Yeah. These things are hard to open. So, well, they're very stubborn at least. No, this is not going to be in the video. That's just a bunch of it's just not very many in there. Anyways, I've got this. These are ones that I'm going to be very careful with because of the type of packaging they are in. Here's my Mario Lemieux figure. Mario Lemieux and Gretzky were just an absolute domination duo on Team Canada back in the day. So, but yeah, it's just very, very. I feel very lucky to actually have this, and in this collection, there are a few other figures I would like to get, such as Terry Sawchuk, Theo Fleury, Tim Horton. Actually, any of the figures you see on the back of this thing are figures that I want. I'm gonna have to set this right over here so I can get to some of the others, or most of the others. This is another one in the same wrapping. From the Vintage Hockey NHL Legends 7 set. This is, doesn't say what series or set. This my Lemieux one is. Let's see here. Oh, it doesn't say what set it's from. This one's from. Huh. Anyways, but Maurice the Rocket Richard. And yes, this is probably one of my most valuable figures, other than my Gretzky and my Bobby Orr and my Lemieux and my Patrick Waugh, Martin Brodeur. I guess you could say my entire collection is pretty valuable. And isn't in the best of condition. There's little bins down here, but that's because they've been in these bins for a while now. So there's pretty much every figure you see on the back there, or name you see on the back there, are, other than this one, just minus that one, because that's the one you're looking at. Pretty much every figure here that you see are other figures that I want. Yes, Gordie Howe is one of them. And now, just ignore the cat in the background. She just wants outside. And we are currently unable to do that because, Jesus, cat. She's not the brightest cat either. She startles me a lot. But yes, here's my Martin Brodeur figure that I was talking about in the last video. This is the most recent figure of this bin, because I had gotten it with my Patrick Waugh at the same time. for like $30, I think it was 30, 40 or so dollars with the Patrick Waugh. 30, I'm pretty sure it was. There was a few others that I wouldn't mind getting, such as Eric Stahl, Roberto Luongo, Sidney Crosby, Rick Nash, like 100%. This is an all-star collector level, okay. Anyways, that's what I read on the back there. I don't know if that's actually what it is. It might not be. This is one that I gotten from my mother. It is a big one. Yes, the 3-pack. Alex Hemsky, Jason Smith, and Chris Pronger. Also, which happens to be 3 of my favorite players as well. And happen to be wearing pretty much the same jersey as my Sam Gagne. I need to get that glued back in there, in that hole. Boom. There we go. Now I can get it fit in frame. You can't really see it very well now, but... Nope. So I'll do this. Sam Gagne. And the figure, the 3 others. Yeah. And now, on to the last 3 until I have to pause this video and grab a couple other things. Bonuses as well. And so, yeah. But let's start with probably the best player this year, Leon Draisaitl. Yeah. This is one I had gotten for Christmas 2 years ago now, I believe. No. Yeah. I believe it was. I can't remember, but this one I got a couple years ago for Christmas. So, and the other 2 that you're about to see are very complimentary of this figure. I might have just given away what I just said. But anyways, yes, Leon Draisaitl, the best player this season, other than Gretzky. What am I saying? Other than McDavid and Pasternak, is it? I believe it is. But yes, I said McDavid. McDavid figure. Also imports Dragon figures. I do in fact have it, and like I said, complements Draisaitl very well. But the one after this complements both of these very well. And in NHL 20, these 3, these 2, and the next one you're about to see would make, with Bobby Orr and Ray Bourque as the defenseman. Though I don't have a Ray Bourque figure yet, and I really want one. And Patrick Waugh in goal, or even Vladimir Tretiak, the greatest goalie of all time, the goalie guru to some people. Or even Grandfather, but Patrick Waugh, because he's an NHL goalie. But in the NHL hot, I don't think you can get Vladimir Tretiak, so you'd have to what's that word? You guys are probably yelling at me right now. You'd have to, crap. You'd have to just, go with the flow and get a Patrick Waugh or Martin Brodeur figure, or even both of them, or even one that figure, card in NHL Hot, or even I think there's a Grant here, I don't know for sure, or even I actually happen to have one on my hut, I don't remember his name, he's my favorite goalie, of this era of hockey, Marc-Andre Fleury. I actually have one. I got one for like 200 coins because like it was like literally not even a month into release when I'm pretty sure, when I got an NHL 20. And so I've managed to find a Marc-Andre Fleury card for like 200 or so coins. But the next figure may be questioning because I've technically shown him to you before, but not this specific one. And I did say that it complements McDavid and Draisaitl very well, and in NHL 20, saying that I might have just absolutely spoiled it for some of you, but yes, I do have another Gretzky figure. This is the away jersey, where the other one was the home jersey. Yes, for those of you who do not know, colors used to be the away jerseys, and the whites used to be the home jerseys. And so that, but nowadays this is technically considered the home. I think of it as the home, though I know it's the away. Most of my figures are in the home or colored jerseys. So, but yes, Gretzky imports Dragon figure, and like I said, complements with McDavid and Draisaitl very well, with Patrick Waugh, with Patrick Waugh as the main starter, and Martin Brodeur as the backup, and then Bobby Orr and Ray Bourque, or even Paul Coffey as the defenseman. Then now I gotta reach over here and put this one back in here. And now for one of the bonuses that I already have. Now it's not necessarily a McFarlane figure, it's more of an action figure. Yeah, I got one. A Big Time Spider-Man, the green Big Time Spider-Man figure from Marvel Legends. Not the weird green funky one that a lot of people didn't like. This is the one that people actually like. And I kind of don't like his posing because it's not very symmetrical. Yes, I'm that kind of crazy person who needs to have symmetry in his life. Or else it's just going to drive me crazy if something is not symmetrical. There we go. Anyways, yeah. But yes, I do in fact have him. Big Time Spider-Man, the good figure, not the other one. But anyways, well, I just spaced out. But anyways, I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to go grab my other bonuses that I had forgotten. I'll be right back in like 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. So I've got the other bonuses here. I have a tin of hockey cards in here, but I'm not going to show them because pretty much everyone pretty much a lot of you guys have probably seen the cards that are in here. So I'll just grab something at random. Okay. Boom. Yes. Joe Sakic Mini Jersey Team Canada. I got this for $5 along with a few other mini collectibles from McDonald's. Whoops. I'd already opened it just to see. Well, there was no tape, so I just opened it to see what the contents were like and all that. And there's not really much to say about this because I got it at the place where I got my Guy Lafleur and my Frank Mahovlich and a few of my other figures. I got this at the same place literally like 2 weeks ago, I believe, when the NHL and NBA. God, I gotta get my other sports correct. When those were canceled / postponed. Postponed? I don't know. Anyways, and then this one was not. I didn't get it from this place. I had actually gotten this one when I was a kid. Quite literally, this is not from this bag. I grabbed it from the bin, put it in this bag so it could be with my other one that I have. But yes. Boom. Now the other one that I have isn't quite open all the way, unfortunately, so which sucks. But yes, the Alex Ovechkin mini helmet. These are not the ones from 1998 or whatever it was. I don't remember that year, but I remember it was either me or my mom or my brother or someone had a Felix Potvin mask from the old mini helmets. There we go. I don't want to break this thing because of how old this is. That it's been sitting for so long. So I'm gonna grab the one that I bought from the same place I got like the other things. This is the one that doesn't open all the way. So unfortunately, and when I do try to open it all the way, it kind of like snaps. Not breaks, but it just snaps. Like when I try to close it, it just snaps. And when I first like opened it all the way and then tried to close it, it had snapped. And I immediately looked for for if there was something broken, but nothing had broke. So, but yes, it's the Carey Price one when he was not the starting goalie. I'm pretty sure. Try and open it just a smidge more for you guys. Yeah. But I'm not going to open it any more than it already was, but there's that one. And me and my brother, so the next two things I'm about to show you aren't from my original collection. Unfortunately, my original collection is long gone. But me and my brother, I don't think it was just between the two of us, but like separately, had completed the entire set of all 6 of each of them. Not between the two of us, but like quite literally, we both had completed it, and I remember going to the mountains, somewhere else in the mountains, closer to more west coast, sort of, not quite across that border. But anyways, I remember me and my brother had collected these all the time back in like 2008 when these were a thing. And me and my brother finished both sets of the goalie ones and the standard ones. And so these are probably the most nostalgic other than the mini helmets to me. And these are the two that I bought are the two that were most nostalgic to me, and I had asked my mother if she could go back and get the others that were, they had the whole set there. And I had asked my mother if she could go back someday and see if they had them and try to complete this and try to get the others for me for my birthday. And I'm still stuck on wanting her to do that. Because they also had 2 different of the McDonald's pucks and a few other of the jerseys. There's a Ryan Smith and I don't remember the others. They also had other helmets, which I wanted her to get, but I just mainly wanted her to get a couple of the helmets, the other sticks that I do not have, and the 2 pucks, pretty much. So these are the most nostalgic because, to me, well, these were my favorite ones as a kid, and they were new in bag, but they also had like the open ones. And yes, you may see the old logos of some of the teams in there. You may even see, if you look hard enough, there's the old Panthers logo. If you look really hard, you might be able to find a team that is no longer in the NHL, and that this doesn't even have Vegas on them for you Vegas lovers. Where is it here? It might not even be on this one. Yeah, right here underneath the Capitals, right where my middle finger is, the Atlanta Thrashers. And another team you might not notice on here is the Winnipeg Jets because they were disbanded still, or they weren't a team still. So, But the Coyotes are in there, well, or they were the the Phoenix Coyotes at the time. Now they're the Arizona Coyotes. Gotta clean that finger. But anyways, this is my Martin Brodeur Star Stick, and the I only have two right now, but these are probably what bring me back to a kid, because I remember like a few months ago now, a little before Christmas, I was trying to see if I still had one of the ones from my original collection, this one specifically, because I had the whole collection along with my brother. We both had the whole collection, and I had this one as a kid, and I was looking for this a few months ago, a little before Christmas or New Year's or something. I wanted to see if I had still had my original one, and unfortunately I couldn't find it. So, but then just a few weeks ago, when I bought this miniature using the Carey Price mini helmet, was when I bought these, a couple of these, and man, these are very nostalgic to me, and these are technically the whole bonuses of this video. They're going to take the longest part, or these two, because they're well, they're the most nostalgic to me, and some of you others around my age or older will remember these as well. Quite well, as a matter of fact. Hopefully, if you do know what I'm talking about for half of this stuff. Yeah, this is also before the Atlanta Thrashers had been disbanded and the Winnipeg Jets came back. This is in 2009, where these are from 2008. So, but this is the other one that I had loved so much. For some reason, I'd always thought they were, like, all the ones I had were red for some reason. I don't know why, but that's just me. But this is one of the silver ones, so it's not the goalie one. One of the goalie ones. It is very 2007. My bad. The helmets were from 2009. This was from 2008, was it? Yeah, 2006. Anyways, Alexander Ovechkin, and if you look at that photo very well, he looks very young in that photo, compared to how old he looks now. He's like 36, I think, now. Or something like that, 34, 36, where he was, like, maybe in his teens or, like, early 20s in this. So if he's 35 right now, this was in 2008 and it's 2020. So technically it would be 12 years ago. So 34 minus 12, 20. No, not 20. What am I thinking? Never mind. I won't bore you with that. I would say maybe 18 or 24 or so, about that. One of those ages. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the bonuses now. And then that's it for this video. If you've made it through, great for you. I'm very, and good for you that you made it through this whole video. And if you had liked this video, please hit the like button down below. If you have for some reason disliked this video because too long, like the last video with my books was also a little long, longer than I would hope. But whatever. Anyways, the dislike button is there for you too. If you want to leave suggestions for not video ideas, but for like the length you guys want my videos to be and all that, leave them in the comments below. And I'm also noticing that a lot of my viewers are not subscribed, so if you could, please hit that subscribe button. So that way my feed or my videos will always be in your suggestions. I'm pretty sure, because or even in your subscriptions page as well. So, anyways, hope you guys like this video. I'll see you in an entirely new video. Peace!